Hey everyone, welcome back to This is the Police. Last episode, we actually heard some news, we had a little bit more story. We'd found our partner, who was with a 31-year-old insurance agent, I think. And we want to talk to them, basically, but not a lot else happened from that. Also, I can't remember the woman's name's mother now. Our partner's mother was going, Jack, you sure you don't need any money? And we were like, no, hang up the phone. I didn't even say no, just hung up the phone. We're a despicable person at times, but anyway, we're still trying to make our money by instead dealing with the mafia. Anyway, so, the Golden Berg. Janitor found dead after stampede at school disco. Millionaire bum donates everything to the church. Oh, does he really? And gay club admitting minors. Is that typo? Is it meant to be minors? M-I-N-E-R-S? I hope so. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. This time it looks pretty bad. I feel like this story has come up multiple times. Sure, I'll see how this pays off. We have a stripe to give, and there's only one person here we can give this to. No, it's Purdy. Purdy deserves to be, I think, the first 2-stripe one on this shift, but I can't remember. I think Scoville and Shift A is 2 or 3-star as well. But, well done. Oh, I guess Davenport is 3-star as a, detective. Beautiful. I thought we had 2 extra detectives as well. But, I don't know. We didn't see them. Anyway, let's get DMCA'd by Temptation Blues this time, just for a change of pace. Okay, that's got me in the mood now. Great song. Mafia, my share. 10,000 smackaroonies. I think we have to share this with the staff, though. Hey, we accomplished it, apparently. I was culturally insensitive and, the mayor liked it. Congratulations to me, I guess. Labour market 2. Oh, we have 2 detective slots now. Xavier Faust and Richard Kazuma. Okay. Faust, can you go into Shift A, please? And Kazuma, Shift B. Excellent. I got more detectives without even needing to get more detectives. That's what I like to see. Anyway, pretty stacked roster, honestly. We have Purdy, Timpson, Kochi, Yancey, Tsubaki, Asano, Austin, Owaze, who's from Shift A, Rocha, Chang, and Percy. Chang, first day on the job. Good luck to you. Why did you get a first initial, by the way? No one else did. Destruction of property, Chinatown dormitory. A student reported seeing a truck drive into the yard at the hostel. A fat man climbed out and began to slice up a bench with a chainsaw. Some of the students tried to intervene, but the man threatened them with a chainsaw, saying, "I asked you nastily to keep quiet at night. Now you can park your yellow ass someplace else." Holy shit! Not appropriate. Okay, we'll send some police officers. I'm a little bit worried, actually, with, this clearly, racism towards Asian people, to send Asian police officers towards it. That might aggravate the situation more, and I'm wondering if, this is a set event. So, I'm going to send Purdy anyway, because, this seems serious enough for Purdy. And then I'm going to send Yancey, Rocha, and Austin. Go and deal with this. But, this game does not mince its words at all. Okay, the situation is more serious. We need to send reinforcements. Okay. I'll send Timpson. I'll keep Kochi behind, actually, because... Oh, we can only send 2. I'll send Tsubaki then and Timpson. I want to keep Kochi behind because she's striped, so she'll do well as a leader for this mission. Assault with a deadly weapon at Johnson, Jurgen and Katz law firm. A call has come in from the Secretary of the Law Offices of Johnson, Jurgen and Katz. She reports that a woman wearing an expensive fur coat and high heels entered the offices of the senior partners of the firm and asked the security not to disturb them. Shortly thereafter, shots rang out from the office. Kochi, this is a big ask for you, but you have to lead this case for me. I'll send Asano. Owaze, you've not worked with these guys before, but good luck. And we'll send We'll send Chang too. First case for Chang, difficult one. Potentially a murder. But you never know. It might be a false alarm. Maybe like they've popped the cork of like a champagne bottle or something. And they're just getting down and dirty with it on his desk. Okay, we caught the chainsaw wielding maniac. And everyone unharmed. I love to see it. We've not had a failure for like a few missions, like a few shifts in fact. Okay, the office's door is closed, but the inside, the sounds of men screaming, gunshots and breaking glass can be heard. Shoot the lock, swipe the secretary's keys, or knock on the door. Swipe the secretary's keys. A bald man in a suit is laying in a pool of blood. A woman in a fur coat is standing on the table. Okay, it's not a champagne bottle. Taking aim at two of the men who are hiding behind an overturned bookcase. Pounce on the woman, shoot the table leg, or drop your weapon right now. Just drop your weapon right now. Like, the stereotypical police answers are always the best ones. Anyway, what does Mr. Sands want? Some punks ransacked the house of a family member. It seems like they were looking for something. Something other than money. Maybe a notebook with a list of important contacts. Let's lock up these scumbags before they can do any real damage. I would like to, Mr. Sand, and I will be able to because my police officers are coming back from the other shift. And I promise you I will not send Percy on this case. I'll send Rocha and Austin. Ooh. Dear Mr. Boyd. In fact, Dear Mr. Boyd, the TV show I produce, Justice for All, another Marvel film, suffered a terrible drop in ratings last month. Our poll suggested our viewers stopped finding the show believable. We're currently shooting the next season, and for one episode we need a real cop who will betray a cop pervert who is kidnapping young girls and raping them in his car. We don't have a huge budget, but I think we can afford a couple thousand for you, and for the cop who will play the part in the show, and plus everyone in the city will see him in the show. This sounds like a job for Percy. Never before have I seen a case from Derek Allen so suited to Percy. Like, this is what you were brought into the police force to do, Percy. Act. Go do it. You can also earn a little bit of loose change. Now, I am a bit worried about sending Percy there for what it's going to do to his personal image. It's a bit like doing an advertisement for, you know, like, erectile dysfunction or something, and, like, you know, going on a date afterwards. It's like, oh, I recognise you from somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, and like she like walks past, like you're like holding hands, and she's like, this was a lovely date. And on a big billboard, like behind, like, you know, where you're stood right now, you just see your picture, and like, you know, like, I don't know, a floppy carrot or something trying to do erectile dysfunction. And you're just like, don't turn around. And like, you're trying to embrace her and stuff. It's like a comedy skit. And then she turns around and she's like, oh, I have to go, sorry. Like, this was a lovely evening. It's like, we didn't exchange phone numbers. It's like, yeah, sorry, bye-bye. And I was like, oh. Anyway, bomb threat, Bank of Freiburg. Sorry, I'm sure this bomb threat is more important than my skit. A call just came in from a bank branch in the centre of the city. A man entered, wired with explosives. He threatened to blow himself up along with everyone nearby, unless he was allowed to speak with the press and TV within an hour. The man claims that the bank took away his house after a failure to repay a loan which he says he never took out. Purdy, Timson, Yancey, Tsubaki, and the SWAT team. Go deal with this. Our other cops will be back soon so they can provide reinforcement, hopefully. In fact, they will literally be back a second later. I probably should have waited and put 2 more on this, but it's fine. Fuck you, boy. Take your fucking orders and shove them up your better half. I quit. Okay, Percy's gone. Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd. 3k in my back pocket. Okay, we have a new slot. Hopefully that didn't ruin, you know, my whatever event it was, like with the mayor, I guess. But I suspect it will have done. Anyway, George Mitchell, Professionalism 400. Get into Shift A, please. Provide assistance to them, because they frankly need it. Alright, the bomb threat. Offender escaped, officers dead, civilians unharmed. Purdy failed a mission. Yancey, Tsubaki, I'm saluting you right now. You can't see it, but I am. What a pity. You know, these guys put their life on the line. It's a difficult job. And some people, you know, you go out there for what is just a simple, you know, bomb threat, and you don't come back. Anyway, our family has several city officials on the back. Our family has several city officials on the payroll. One of them is ushering some valuable items through the public transport system. The goods are slated to ship out tomorrow, but it looks like there's some punks who want to dump the cargo overboard before it even clears the dock. A man in the port says that they bribed some guards. Too bad they weren't smart enough to bribe the police. Yeah, we'll send Kochi and Roka. Go help Mr. Sand. I'm glad I brought like an extra person from Shift A now. But Tsubaki and Yancy have been with us for most of the game. So that hurts. Really brings the quality down on Shift B as well. Like, they were 2 of our top 5. Like, they would have shone in Shift A. Destruction of property at Mrs. Sofa Furniture Store. The store manager reports that a long-haired old man with a large knife broke in. He's ripping out the lining of our sofas, shouting, "Where's my money?" Put this kook in a straitjacket. He's obviously sick. Anyway, come quick. We're hiding in the back. Put this cook in a straitjacket. Is that saying I'm just not aware of it? Anyway, Purdy, you're still at like a 99% like success ratio. Don't let it like, you know, beat you up too much. I know you just got your second star today, so like that's gonna hurt. But I'll send Purdy, Timpson, Chang, and we'll send Owase. We hit 70k, by the way, in money. That's pretty good. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there, but we sort of need to ramp up fairly soon. Okay, we got 3 more frames in the hospital. Breaking out the bottom of a bucket. Oh. Interesting. Like, is it the green man or the white man? And by white man, I mean the white lab coat guy. The last frame before the film cuts out shows the janitor going down the corridor, his cat standing by the door. I suspect the student Aaron Jones. He comes back to the hospital 7 times in a state of confusion with red, searching eyes, dragging a huge backpack behind him. So I guess this is the guy. So this is Aaron Jones. But it never occurred to me that he might be an addict. I was at the bathroom when the lights went out. So I'm going for white lab coat guy at the moment because I think he's doing both the cases, but maybe I'm wrong. I was in the bathroom when the lights went out. The only thing I saw was what you normally see when you're sitting on the toilet. Oh, and the janitor came to the restroom with his cart. I heard him emptying the bin. But the physician wasn't there. Breaking the bottom of the bin, I don't see what this would be in the frame. I think we're still missing pictures, as crazy as this sounds. I like this train of thought though. Pulls power, takes keys, opens door, steals medicine. Yes, I have keys to the pharmacy. I wash the floors here like everyone else, but I don't have access to the electrical panel. Only my superiors have those keys. So he couldn't have done this. And here's another mystery. What happened to my garbage bags? Someone took them out of my truck. And I can't find them anywhere. I think we're missing some frames still. Okay, this is now getting to the point where I think that I'm making a mistake. But I just don't see how I'm making a mistake. Because pick brick up, throw brick, go through window, steal painting, leave. I can only think this is the first or last frame. But I've not found new frames in this like 3 days now. And it's not that way around. Unless it's like that? No. Or is it this? I don't know. I feel like I'm still missing frames. What was music on? Blah, blah, blah. The window was broken and the canvas was cut from the frame. So this is him cutting it from the frame, which is fine. A cyclist went past with a tube on his shoulder. He slowly rolled into the parking lot and then left his bike for a couple of minutes and went out of sight. Then he came back, got on his bike and left. Like, maybe that's the first frame then? Like, there's only a limited number of, like, orders this can be. Admittedly, it's kind of a long combination. But there's only some, like, logic. Like, he has to break the window, then walk. Like, climb through it. That has to be set. Bram van der Buff. I suffer from insomnia and go cycling around the city late at night. I took a tube and some other equipment so I wouldn't have to go back home for my morning classes. I have no idea. I might just be missing something. I might just be dumb. But I don't get it. Anyway, Purdy, back on the ball. Oh, we found some money. Bring to the police station or ask for money to sell the money. Mafia to sell the money, sorry. We'll sell that money. As I said, we have to start making some cash pretty quickly. Because did we only have like 60 days or something? And we're like a third of the way through. And we're only on 70k. So we're currently under, by like 100,000 plus. Anyway, Sands is now up 8. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. We're going to declare these guys dead. I'm not at the point yet where I'm happy enough to, you know, just like sponge the money off them. And Percy left. Which is fine. I can hire 3 new cops. Truckers unhappy with suburban roads. Fire at the puppet theatre, 2 actors dead. And Freeburg Gymnast wins regional competition. Some uplifting news for a change. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, Lil, I just hired you. Well, we know what happens when we bring in a drunk person. Yes, coming tomorrow though. I have a spare detective, fortunately for you. Okay, Iwase is tired. That's understandable. We had to do an extra shift. A little bit of Chopin. Sure. Reminds me of the early times in the game, where things were a bit easier. Okay, labour market. We want to bring in 2 people into B. Robert. Are you really called Robert Trebor? Which is Robert backwards. Your parents were not kind to you, were they? So we have to make our child's name a palindrome. It's like, well, our surname is Trebor. We're from a long family of Trebors. Anyway, Albert Daniel. You know what? Get into Shift B as well. Right, that will fill up Shift B for tomorrow. And it's not too much of a loss. We did lose like 300, like, star people. But that's not too bad. Okay. 2 more days for City Hall. I don't want to get anyone murdered. This is fine. Let's start. Right, suburbs. Attempted murder. A girl shouted over the phone that her grandmother has been killed at her home. Stovall? This sounds like a job for you. I also would like Iwase, Bloomingdale, and Fang. Like, I'm going to try and be easy on Iwase a little bit. So I might not send her out next time for the rest of the shift. I'm a bit worried about how tiredness like affects your ability to do missions, you know. A bit like in real life. Oh, a fight in the city centre. A few drunks were playing darts and one of them got one in the shoulder. A fight broke out which was quickly joined by the other patrons of the bar. Samedy, Mitchell, Jensen, Kojo, Grant, and Brock. We'll just leave Taylor behind. And let's get the paddy wagon for these guys. Sounds like we need it. If there's a big brawl, We have to, you know, lock them all up at the same time. No point in sending like 8 police cars when I can just send a van. The road to the house is strewn with the corpses of drowned dogs. What? The lights inside of the house are on, but the door is locked. Find another way in. A bleeding elderly woman is lying on the floor of the living room. Check out the backyard to check whether the woman is still alive. Or search the second floor. I think we searched the second floor. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. I really wish I got a bit more detail on that. Like, he drowned some dogs outside. Can we, like, put him into, like, Supermax immediately? Is that a thing I can do? Can I put him into death row, please? And put him on the executioner? Okay, the fight. Offenders. It should be offenders court, I guess. Officer unharmed. Everyone gets a little +10. And we can come back home. Perfect. Nice start. Nice start to the shift, honestly, shift A. Okay, things are a little bit too quiet right now for my liking. Any calls? Please? Ah, Mr. Sand. The family bank just called in the report of a strange man in a leather jacket with fake documents trying to empty one of our accounts. Obviously, it's one of Varga's agents. But it's such a stupid move. We don't want to get our hands dirty with this. Just lock him away in a filthy cell. Okay, Mr. Sand. I'll send Mitchell. I also know that mission can, like, fail, like the Sand one, or should I just send, like, you know, my lowest ones, like Kojo and Brock? I don't know. I want to keep with my strategy where I send someone, like, decent, at least. You know, the last time I send, like, someone that was bad, like Percy, on one of those types of missions, he just quit. Suspicious individual. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. Fancy name for a liquor store. A cashier just called in, her voice in a whisper. 2 suspicious black men have entered the store. They spent a few minutes browsing the rack with expensive whiskey, and now they're whispering to each other and looking back at me. It looks like they're planning on robbing the store. I mean, that's not a robbery that has started, though. We'll send Samedy, Bloomingdale, Brock, you know, or loose-lit cop who's good at speaking to people. And I'll send Grant. This could be a false alarm, though. But I'm not going to take that risk right now. We have more than enough police officers to deal with this. Right, Mitchell's back. How are the investigations going, by the way? Still this one. Can I assign more people to a case? I can. Davenport, can you get onto this case, please, just to try and help it along? I think I might do that for other things as well. Like, this case has been going on for so long now that I think we'll give you an assistant here. Kazuma, get on this one. And Faust on this one. I might be mixing up shifts A and B here. Apologies if I am. But let's try and get these through a bit quicker. Like, if we don't get any more frames on that, you know, the art robbery, then we might be, you know, we might just be out of luck. We might just be a dumb person. The men will run around and we're doing a little shopping. Yeah, no shit. It's like, racism like that is what's wrong with Freeburg. You know, you see 2 black men in the store looking at expensive whiskey, and you're like, I'm about to be robbed. No. They're just enjoying their time. They're perusing your wares. They wanted a nice bottle of whiskey. Maybe it's a celebration. Maybe one of them's got a promotion. And you judging them like that has soured everyone's day, including the days of the policemen at the Freeburg PD. Anyway, theft at Riverbank. A passerby witnessed 3 people trying to break into an ATM. A pickup truck was parked nearby, its engine still on, with another man behind the wheel. Looks like they're trying to grab the ATM and carry it away on the truck. Good luck with that, because they're pretty well buried into walls. Anyway, you know what? Taylor, this is your time to shine. I'll put you as lead in this case. I did say I was about to arrest Uwase, actually, so I'm not going to send Uwase. I'll send Fang and Kojo. Okay. Other cops back. Which is nice. We can deal with something major now. If it comes up. Okay. The situation's more serious than we thought. So this was at the riverbank for the ATM. Okay. Bloomingdale, Jensen, and Brock. Go and help these guys. Mr. Sand wants more assistance. Some punks are throwing Molotov cocktails into the office building where we make book. Eyewitnesses say the idiots keep throwing bottle after bottle, even though building is already falling apart. They're probably still somewhere nearby. Okay. Stovall, you're a familiar person with the bottle, and I will send Grant with you. Again, this is a police matter. Someone throwing, Molotovs at a building, it's arson. They should be arrested. We're just happening to be helping Mr. Sand as well at the same time. Which suits me. Okay, the robbery. I have 3 new frames. Okay. This sounds more like it. Like, drops him a 50. Admittedly, this is more notes, but maybe that's $50 in notes. He doesn't open the door. Although it's interesting he's got the big black, garbage bag. Potentially from the other case. I don't think it's the drunk man throwing the thing, so I think we're still missing frames, but pays the guy loads of money. Someone breaks in, then steals the stuff. Honestly, it could be like, the lab coat underneath this jacket as well. Sounds good.
911.
Okay, the theft. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Great work. Again, we're just slowly taking these people up. Shift A. Pretty competent right now. We've made jokes about them being the butt of every joke. Like, Shift B's better than them in every single way. But they're just steadily, knocking out missions right now, and they're all gaining 10 at a time. It's honestly beautiful to look at. Sands, 21-11 now. Vargas, I don't think there's any chance in you coming back from this. And good riddance, to be honest with you. Okay, Shift A and Shift B look good to me. August 7th. Freeburg mortality rate up by 15%, and Central Library flooded in downpour, and farmers harvest record corn crop. I'm going to do one more day, I just feel like it. Let's get one more This Is the Police in. And by this is one more This Is the Police, I mean one more night in. Daniel didn't come into work today. Didn't I just hire you? They say it's going to rain today and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. Can I go home before it starts? Absolutely not. That's insane. Okay, if you're in a pandemic and you said, if the event said pandemic has started and you have a weak immune system, I would give you all the time off you wanted. But it's going to rain, I might get sick. That's just nonsense. Get in. Crazy, these police officers. Okay, green men. Sweet ginger green. Hopefully it's a bit more jazzy. Not really, but it's not bad either. Okay, City Hall. Fire all old cops. A recent regional conference, which was attended by people from our administration, we learned that the governor wishes to lower the average age of public servants by at least 5 years. The city will most likely subject to an upcoming review. Please dismiss all senior staff at the police station as quickly as possible. No. And my share of the money that those sold, literal money, they sold the money. Maybe it was Monopoly money, who knows. Anyway, I will share this with my staff again, because I'm a kind, dirty police officer. Anyway, let me just go to the affairs right now. So Daniel did not come in. Where are you, Daniel? Oh, Shift B. Didn't come to work. Get out of here, Daniel. We don't want your life in the police force. I do know somebody says fire old people. Does it have to have that too old thing pop up? Yes. I don't really want to fire Stovall for being too old. Admittedly, he has come into work drunk. But he is my second highest starred person. But I literally think if I did that, I'd be fine. Because Brock isn't showing up under like the too old thing. Which I agree with. And just a glance at everyone else, I think I'm okay. I don't want to do it though. I'd hate to do this. Stovall does not deserve to be fired. He deserves to retire. Now, I said he did come in drunk once. And we did actually, put him on the shift drunk, which probably wasn't a great job from us. I'm doing it. I hate it, but I'll do it. Nicole Smith, welcome to Shift A. I actually have one more slot as well, but I can't fill it right now. Okay, it says a tick next to fire all old cops. Right, nice. I hate it, I feel dirty about it, but as I said, we have to compromise in certain scenarios. I can't afford to lose another cop slot right now. And I might want to hire more people. Or increase my salary, in fact. An assault at the ghetto. A woman attacked her lover with a hammer after he told her he'd been cheating on her. The police call came in from the woman's daughter. Mum has really lost it. I'm afraid she'll kill him. Stammering the girl through her tears. Stammered the girl through her tears. That makes more sense. We'll send Purdy. This is a major assault. Not that I agree with what the husband's done. Should be cheating. But equally, you can't attack them with a hammer. That's just not appropriate. Admittedly, if you, stop at some red lights, that might be fine. Anyway, I hope this is not, foretelling how bad this night's going to be. Thunder and driving rain. Who was it, by the way? Was it Kochi who said, I'm not coming in because I don't want to come in because it's too wet? I forgot already. Or was it Asano? Or was it Timson? I don't remember. I really don't. It was someone in this neck of the woods. Disorderly conduct, Desire Park. Corey Ramsey saw a group of women in the park wearing ski masks, leaving two other scantily clad women with leather leashes, shouting offensive slogans about the superiority of the female sex. Judging by their unintelligible cries, the offenders seem to be preparing for a sacrifice. This is going to be this is an advert for Sure for women. Other, deodorants are available, deodorant brands. But I'll buy it. Kochi, Robert, and Chang. Proceed. Okay, we've got the assault case, offender caught, officers unharmed, and civilians unharmed. Well done, Purdy. Purdy is really the hard carry of this series so far. I know she's got a failure against it, and honestly maybe there's someone else now that has a 100% record. But I've put on the hardest tasks pretty considerably, for the most part. And she rarely fails. Okay, this wasn't a false alarm. I'm actually shocked. Well done, Robert. Was that your first case? Okay. Fabrice Souple. Sophocle Theatre of Drama? Sophocles? Is it Sophocles? I don't know why that was so hard for me to pronounce. Just stammering. I think it's Sophocles. I'm going with Sophocles. Mr. Boyd, we're shooting a new advertising spot for a bamboo toilet paper company. That's kind of funny because we use I think it's a recycled paper, toilet paper or something. It's brown toilet paper, which I got a funny feeling maybe it is bamboo. But anyway, in the ad, it's actually very good, by the way. Just to put it out there. In the ad, there's an important role played by a policeman. The local actors here are only good at kid stuff, and we need true professional. Someone the audience will believe is the real thing. We'd be grateful if you could provide us with some of your best employees. Holy moly, you want 3 police officers? Are you crazy? I'll send you Shaw, Austin, and Asano. What a team. Please don't take too long in doing this. I've now only got 3 people back at, you know, the PD. Okay, Robert's back, so it's Chang who deserves an initial S Chang. And Kochi. And it looks like, even though I can hear rain... Oh no, I do see rain on my screen. I couldn't see the rain then. Chief Asano really enjoyed doing the ad, and the director thought it was so great. He's offering a couple of other roles. I think our colleague might even quit the service and go for a career in commercials. Man, people are exiting Shift B by many different pathways right now. Well, I hope Asano does come back, because she was a pretty senior employee for us. 15k though. You can't argue with that amount of money. If we have to replace Asano, we have to replace Asano. Someone stole a golden retriever belonging to Eddie Goldberg, owner of Eddie's Burgers, while the dog was playing in his backyard. Later that day, regulars of the burger joint said they saw a dog muzzled and led around by 2 junkies near Debbie's cafe. You know what? Dog thieves. They deserve rectification. Go and get them. I'm sending 2 very, very top cops here. Like, it's practically kidnapping, honestly. Like, it's a member of your family. Somehow a whole army of armed punks has seized a position on one of the fields in the ranch. Obviously, we're going to drive them off by force. We've already got some men together, but some extra wouldn't hurt. Trebor, Roka, and Chang, go help Mr. Sand. I'm a bit worried now that we just got Purdy back at base. Okay, Purdy, Shaw, and Austin. They could deal with, like, a pretty serious situation. Okay, the kitchen at Debbie's cafe is hopping busy. Debbie is making sausages for a new brand of hot dogs. When she notices the police, she quickly dumps a dog collar in the trash. Please don't tell me she's turned the dog into a hot dog. Please, I'm begging you, game. Check the refrigerator, ask about the collar, or shout to all the cafe customers that the hot dogs are made from actual dogs. I mean, that's slander because we didn't know it's the case, but we'll check the refrigerator. 9/11. Well, I would like some closure on this case. I'm going to believe that we rescued the dog. In practicality, I think the dog had already been killed, but... that is a true, you know, villain. You think, like, the Joker from the Batman series is bad? You, Debbie at Debbie's Burger, monster. Reckless endangerment at Veteran's house. An elderly veteran is dragging around a bag filled with captured weapons, all loaded with live ammunition. He says he's trying to demonstrate battlefield-like conditions. Well, I'm just going to give this a second, because I think I'm about to get some police officers back. I'm going to try and delay this a little bit. Can I delay long enough? I don't think I've got time. This is probably enough, though. Purdy, Timpson, Kochi, Shaw, Austin. We're down on 1, but we'll send the SWAT team with this. If you need reinforcements, we'll have reinforcements soon. We'd be fine if Asano hadn't gone and taken a job in acting. Okay, Mr. Sands wants assistance. Apparently some punks are hiding out at another abandoned construction site. The local homeless folks normally ice over when we start asking questions. Maybe they'll be more willing to talk to police. Go do it, Chang. I'm really worried about this, though. Please don't have a shoot-up with my police officers. I've lost too many. Okay, reckless endangerment, offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed, and we gained some non-automatic weapons. You know my case at the moment, I think this will make my job harder. More guns in the wild. Let's bring these into the police station. We got another frame in the theft. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Colin Marcus, hospital head physician. Okay. I'm going to hope for the best that the mole has picked the right one. I will send Trebor and Roka this way right now. I will hopefully deal with this one soon. And we've got another one in this case. Is this a guard? So the painting, unless that's a different... no, it's a different painting. But a guard is walking around with a flashlight and a bag. I walk around the museum every hour. The alarm is off. City Hall won't allocate money to fix it. I didn't hear any glass breaking, but it's a big museum. So it was already broken and the canvas was cut from the frame. I'm thinking something like this now. Or maybe, like, he didn't throw the brick. Maybe he just smashed the window with it instead. And then left. I don't know. I still think I'm missing frames here. But it's nice to know that we did get another frame here. We gave it a bit of extra detective work and now it's coming along a little bit better. But yeah, he doesn't say anywhere that he threw a brick through the window. In fact, was there a broken window at all? I think it did say there was a broken window. The glass is almost completely broken out. A grown man could easily climb through. Okay, so it is a broken window. But maybe, like, he picks up the brick and just, you know, doesn't throw it, it just, like, hits into the corner and it shatters the window. That's what I'm going with right now. Right, officers, can you get back? Lickety-split. Right, Chang is on his way back from the sand mission. Hurry up. Oh, come on. Hopefully we've got the right one here. Offender caught. We were so lucky. We picked the right one again. Case closed. We were able to arrest all suspects. Holy moly, moly, 710 now. And Kazuma, nice start. You know, we put you onto this case just today. And you dealt with it. Beautiful. Sands up by 11 still, 23 to 12. Vargas, you're in trouble. That coin, by the way, in the middle. Can you please put that on to Mr. Sand? I earned that. Oh, whatever. Okay, we need some more people in Shift B, honestly. We have a lot of troopers in Shift A right now. I hope Asano does come back, but I get the feeling that it means that she has left. Anyway, that's going to do it here for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.